How's it going, Sagittarius? Robin here. Welcome to my channel, AriesFireTarot, guys. Time for your August 2021 mid-month tarot card reading. Yeah, I was feeling kind of sluggish this morning. Let me just start shuffling the the Starman tarot card deck. And then as soon as I set the intention that I was going to read for you guys, like something just sort of came over me, like a little bit more of an energy. If you guys watch me a lot, I did this reading for you guys a little while ago, maybe about a month, where I heard that song by Rihanna, Disturbia. So that started playing in my head right before I was ready to sit down here. So I felt the energy just absolutely shift. Welcomed in my team in spirit to help channel you this message. I will be using the Starman tarot card deck to do this read, you guys, and I feel like I need to give it a good clearing. Starman Tarot was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork, so you do get to see his face in some of the cards. And David Bowie, you know what I mean? You know, we're not worthy. So anyway, we're going to look at what's happening for August mid-month 2021, and I feel like that's probably enough of an intro. You guys know me. I like to get right to the point, very succinct. So let's have a card for your present situation or possible energy available to you soon. And Five of Swords, yeah? Okay, so this is a very challenging energy. It could be that you guys are, and it's like, what? Like this kind of, who, me? You could be sticking to your guns in a situation where you could be trying to prove your point is being right more than the actual point is right. So Five of Swords, it's like defending yourself from a position of, I gotta win this, instead of anything else. And it just seems a little bit like a waste of your time right now, Sagittarius. And there's kind of a feeling of being ridiculous, okay? You could be aware of that, but it could be the person triggering you is like, you're not gonna, no, I'm not gonna let it slide this time. But how much energy of it is it's sapping from you? So check out this Five of Swords. You know, it's really interesting in this card. You only see one character. So it's kind of like the fight is with yourself, okay? So it just seems like it doesn't even matter if there's an opponent. There's something that you guys are trying to bring to the attention of someone else, but it turns out that this someone else is probably you. So this is very interesting, okay? So this is kind of where the mirror theory comes in. Like when you're really pressed against somebody and you could possibly think, what a moron, you know, what an idiot, I can't believe that they think like that. There's something being reflected at that you might want to look at, and this battle mode to sort of win the argument is kind of a deflection from wanting to deal with it yourself, okay? So this is a very challenging moment of self-awareness. Like, who is this fight with anyway? So you want to step back and have a look at this, because I'm going to show you this card one more time. One soldier on the field. I'm going to write something down. Hold on. All right. So who are you fighting with anyway? All right. And again, it could be a very challenging energy to recognize in yourself, okay? So I'm going to have a card that's going to show the cause of conflict. Like, why are you going on an external basis to prove your theory or your stance to somebody that doesn't seem engaged at all? Like, they're checked out already. They're like, I think Sag has officially lost their mind. You know, I don't even know what's going on with Sag right now. So away you go. And then you're like this Tasmanian devil of energy, very uncomfortable. And the more that this other person detaches, the more that you're trying to get their attention. But the person's attention who you really need is your own. Okay, so the cause of conflict, There is this bright fire of light and idea, and I'm just getting this, you're trying to get your idea across to the wrong person. This person over here that you would like them to step out into the battlefield with you, they're totally disengaged. They're not interested in what you have to say. You need to take that interest in yourself, okay? There's things called mirror exercises, you guys. I don't know if I've talked about it with Sagittarius specifically, but in the absence of, your frenemy or somebody to challenge or somebody to yell at or whatever it is whatever your style is, go stand in front of the mirror, okay? These words that you're trying to say to somebody else with the Five of Swords, go and say them to yourself, okay? Because these ideas are not getting across because you're externalizing them. They're meant for you, they're not meant for somebody else, You might even be angry at yourself for some reason. So the cause of conflict is all these ideas coming into you, and you're like, why isn't anybody listening? And it's because you're not, okay? So the mirror technique, literally just go talking to yourself in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye, start talking. All these frustrations that you just sort of want to externalize and sort of rock it out into the world. Oh man, it's not going to work, okay? So let's see a change needed in order to face this challenge. And it's a big one because it leaves you feeling abandoned to a certain degree, and like that feeling that nobody is listening to you is very hollow, okay? So you don't want to feel like that. So let's have a card here for you, Sagittarius. Okay, here's the change. You just got to work on yourself. This is a beautiful change. When the Starman appears, this is the same as the Magician. So what I was getting was, once you realize that you can take complete ownership of your ideas and everything that is going on in your life, because this is a hollow battle with the Five of Swords. It's completely hollow, waste of time, nobody's showing up. So you could be having this dawning realization that you can take control of everything. You don't have to persuade somebody to your side. You don't have to do anything. There's this like, wait a second, I am so in control of what is going on in my life right now. And if nobody is showing up to listen to you, it's because you need to listen to you right now. That mirror technique and understanding how powerful you are with the Starman. And why are you wasting your time trying to get people's attention? They don't even matter, okay? They're not invested enough to stand and listen to you. If you really look at your close friends or people that get you, they're going to humor you through your rant, okay? They'll listen. Like, what do you need me to do? I'll listen. Do you want me to respond, give you some sort of advice? Like, what can I do for you? If people are not even showing up to do that, that's the universe's way of saying, hello, have a conversation with yourself, Sagittarius, because nobody else has the solution for this but you, with this Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands that we're seeing here, okay? So it's a fire sign, you guys. Like, really own that, internalize it. Let's have a look at what your strengths are right now. You've got the Princess of Wands, This is really listening to messages that are coming in. And the pages, they remind me of the inner child. So you could have some really deep motivation coming up for you now. You could be having some sort of like an really old trauma that you haven't thought about for ages and ages. It could be surfacing here right now, but you guys are really good listeners, okay? You're also amazing entertainers, which is why it could be so shocking that nobody wants to listen to you or like engage in a battle mode. But like, I really see where you got to listen to yourself. You got to talk to yourself. You got to befriend yourself. You have to give yourself the attention that you're expecting from other people back here. And they're not giving it to you. And all it's doing is decreasing your ability to manifest in your present situation here. So your strength here is really just listening to yourself. There could be a very disappointed, very angry. I also got the word here from one of my spirit guides. a spoiled inner child, like your current reality might not match up with what you had envisioned yourself for yourself when you were growing up. So there's a real internal dialogue that needs to be had here, you guys, and it's going to be maybe very confronting for some of you, because externalizing all of these things is a massive deflection technique. It's so that you don't have to deal with it, okay? So let's have a look at your outcome here. This has been quite an expose here for you, Sagittarius, but once you understand that you can be the speaker and the listener, your need to vent to other people and have other people approve of your theories, or you know, feel properly engaged in your conversation, that'll really minimize. Then you can just say, okay, well, either you're here for it or not, but understanding that you're always here for it is just going to be a release valve. So let's have a card here for your outcome, Sag. Yeah, it's Judgment Day. Okay, so this is kind of a heavy card here. All right, so the Judgment, it means that a decision is being made in your favor. And again, this is somebody standing very, very tall in their own power. It's like you really don't need anybody else. It's nice if other people pay attention or if they invest in your ideas, but understand that the universe is listening and it's about to make a decision for you. If you can only pull back a little bit on this Five of Swords energy, which is just, you ever see a dog chase its tail? They're usually not very successful, and then they just spin around and around and around and get dizzy. And that's what you guys are doing right now, trying to engage somebody externally to invest in whatever sort of energy that you guys have going on here right now. When you're powerful enough to do it yourself, be your own counsel and transmute that into whatever it is that you want to do, particularly when you understand that there's a decision being made in your favor. You guys could be seeing lots of repeating numbers like 111 or 1111. So you have to really monitor your thoughts, you know. So if you're feeling like people are being whatever, you want to insert whatever word there, if you feel like they're ignoring you and then you're having these like not so happy thoughts about them, you got to really check that, you know, so that it doesn't manifest in this decision that is coming in for you with the Judgment card. So you guys are a powerful entity on your own. You don't need a peanut gallery. It's nice to have people to entertain, but for your deepest desires, you really don't need them. You know, just invest back in people what they are investing in you. And the rest of the time, you know, you can do it in front of the mirror because you probably looking fine anyway. All right, Sag, I'm gonna peace out. Bye. Bye.